There once lived a humble farmer in a quiet village surrounded by mountains and golden fields. He wasn't rich. He didn't own much. But he had two things that meant everything to him: his only horse and his only son. One morning, he woke up to find his stable empty. The horse was gone. The neighbors came rushing, shaking their heads in pity. "Oh no! What terrible luck! Without your horse, how will you plow your fields? How will you survive?" The farmer simply smiled and replied, "Maybe." The villagers were stunned. How could he be so calm when something so unfortunate had just happened? But deep inside, he believed, life knows what it's doing, even when we don't. The next morning, the runaway horse returned. But it didn't come alone. Two wild, magnificent horses followed behind it. The villagers couldn't believe their eyes. "What incredible luck! From one horse to three, you're blessed," they said. Once again, the farmer smiled gently and replied, "Maybe." The people were confused. Was he ungrateful? Didn't he understand how lucky he was? But the farmer knew the story wasn't over yet. A few days later, his son decided to train one of the new horses. It was wild and powerful. At first, everything seemed fine, until the horse panicked, throwing the boy violently to the ground. A sharp cry echoed through the fields. His leg was broken. The villagers gathered again, whispering, "What awful luck! If only those horses had never come." The farmer looked at his injured son, placed a hand on his shoulder, and softly said, "Maybe." The crowd stood silent, puzzled by his calmness. But he wasn't in denial. He simply trusted what life was weaving in silence. Weeks later, the peace of the village was broken. Soldiers marched in. A war had begun. Every able-bodied young man was ordered to join the army. Families cried. Mothers begged. But the soldiers took them all. Except one. When they saw the farmer's son limping with a bandaged leg, they said he was unfit to fight, and left him behind. That evening, the same neighbors returned, but this time, with tears in their eyes. "You are so lucky," they said. "Our sons are gone, but yours stays with you." The farmer looked up at the sky, took a deep breath, and whispered, "Maybe." Life had not punished him. Life had protected him. What once seemed like loss became a blessing. What once felt like pain became grace. How many times has something gone wrong in your life, and you thought, this is the end? Everything is ruined. But later, you realized that moment changed everything for the better. A breakup that hurt, but helped you find real love. A failure that crushed you, but made you stronger. A delay that frustrated you, but saved you from disaster. Life isn't happening to you. Life is happening for you. Sometimes the universe removes people, ends plans, and closes doors. Not to hurt you, but to redirect you. So next time something feels like bad luck, pause, breathe, and quietly remind yourself, maybe this is leading me somewhere better. Because we only see one page, but life knows the whole book. If this story touched your heart, comment "I trust the process." Share this with someone who needs help. And follow Healing Aura for more stories that heal the soul. Because sometimes, what feels like the end is really just life preparing you for a beautiful new beginning.